Kusam, tell me about the visions of Daquqi, who said, I have traveled east and west, not knowing which way I was going, following the moon, lost inside God. Someone asked, why do you go barefooted over the stones and thorns? What? He answered. What? A bewildered lover doesn't walk on feet. He or she walks on love. There are no long or short trips for those. No time. The body learned from the spirit how to travel. A saint's body moves in the unconditioned way, though it seems to be in conditionedness. Daquqi said, one day I was going along looking to see in people the shining of the friend, so I would recognize the ocean in a drop, the sun in a bright speck. I came to the shore at twilight and saw 7 candles. I hurried along the beach toward them. The light of each lifted into the sky. I was amazed. My amazement was amazed. Waves of bewilderment broke over my head. What are these candles that no one seems to see? In the presence of such lights, people were looking for lamps to buy. Then the 7 became 1 in the middle of the sky's rim. Then that fanned out to 7 again. There were connections between the candles that cannot be said. I saw, but I cannot say. I ran closer. I fell. I lay there a while. I got up and ran again. I had no head and no feet. They became 7 men and then 7 trees, so dense with leaves and fruit that no limbs were visible. Flashes of light spurted from each fruit like juice. And the most marvelous of all was that hundreds of thousands of people were passing beside the trees, risking their lives, sacrificing everything to find some scrap of shade. They made peculiar parasols out of pieces of wood. They tried anything. And no one saw the trees with their tremendous shade. The caravans had no food, and yet food was dropping all about them. If anyone had said, look over here, they would have thought him insane or drunk. How can this happen, or am I dreaming? I walk up to the trees, I eat the fruit, I might as well believe. And still I see people searching so desperately for an unripe grape, with these vineyards all around them, heavy with perfect bunches. Then the 7 trees became 1, and then 7 again. At every second, they were both 7 and 1. They were doing the ritual prayer, kneeling and bowing without knees or waists. Then they were 7 men seated in meditation for the sake of the one reality. I came closer and waved. They called, O Daquqi, the glory and the crown. How do they know my name? I thought. They've never seen me till now. Immediately, they knew my thought and smiled at each other. Honored one, is this still hidden from you? How can anything be hidden from one so dissolved in God? If this is the spirit reality, I said to myself, how is it we're speaking words and saying names? One of the seven answered, names sometimes. The names slip away, but it's not forgetfulness. It's our being so absorbed. Then they said to me, would you lead us in prayer? I am still in some temporal confusion that will be solved by companionship with you. Through companionship with the ground, a grapevine grows. It opens into the earth's darkness and flies. It becomes selfless in the presence of its origin and learns what it really is. They nodded as though saying, whenever you're ready. That nodding was a flame in my heart. I was freed from hourly time, from sequence and relation. Everyone has a stable and a trainer appointed to him or her. If you break away, the trainer comes and gets you. You think you're making choices, but the trainer is actually leading you around. You like to deny that you have a keeper. You say, it's my powerful animal urges. The worm's waking. This is how a human being can change. There's a worm addicted to eating grape leaves. Suddenly, he wakes up, call it grace, whatever, something wakes him, and he's no longer a worm. He's the entire vineyard and the orchard too, the fruit, the trunks, a growing wisdom and joy that doesn't need to devour.